During my vacation, I met up with my cousin, Chris in Maine. Now, Chris has been interested in movies and movie making since we were kids. He had one of those old Super 8 cameras that he used early on in his movie-making fiascos. He has since moved on to VHS years ago and has been making tons of movies. As some of you know, I have a 15-month-old baby girl, so of course I had to buy a video camera, which I know little about. I was talking to my cousin about transferring the video from the small tapes in the camera to a full-size tape. As we discussed videotaping, I could help but to remind him of the camera buck. It took place maybe 5 years ago. As usual, my cousin didn't have a lot of time to hunt with us, so I was happy to see him show up one afternoon to go hunting with me. I started telling him about the rubs I had seen in a certain patch of woods earlier in the week. I had hunted along a brook, and it seemed like every other tree was trashed by this buck. The tracks in the mud were huge. It was apparent that this corker of a buck was rutting hard and hanging in the area. I wanted to go there with Chris, but he had his mind set that we should go to another spot, where he had shot and lost a 14-pointer years before. That story appears somewhere in the main forum. We drove into the spot where he wanted to go with me, talking all the way about the trees that were rubbed in the other area, how torn up they were, how huge the trees were, etc. Meanwhile, Chris is telling me about his new video camera, which he brought with him in a fanny pack. We finally parked the truck and started walking down an old Twitch road to a spot where we would head into the woods. We came to a spot where the road took a 90-degree corner. Chris planned on